Hey, Chief.
Hey, Cyrus.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Excellent. So what do you want to talk about today?
Well, let's talk about my latest comic book, OniRaizer.
Okay, excellent.
Sure.
You've been working on that for a little while now, you know?
Well, the interesting thing is I started planning that, I think, way back in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, a while ago, actually. I think it was it started brainstorming some ideas during the time before Captain China was finished, you know. But what really occurred at the time was that I was looking at what I was doing with Captain China.
Sure.
Which was kind of designed as a very American type comic book.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, let me try doing maybe a more Japanese anime manga style comic book next.
That makes sense, yeah. And you did the best version you could do. You actually set it in Japan, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
In a small town.
Sure. Well, that was kind of the idea, where if you do Captain China, you set it in China.
Yeah.
You do something that's a Japanese, anime manga style comic book. Let's just put it all the way over there.
Okay.
Let's use some of their cultural background, some of their, the way the people dress and all that kind of stuff. Put that into the book.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you just finished the first arc about a week ago.
Yes.
And we still have 2 more arcs that are coming. Acts, rather, that are coming within the following months, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the big things that we're really thinking about for this particular project is making sure that people are aware of it, and that if they're interested in seeing the work get done faster, then they can potentially support us too, right?
Oh yes, definitely. It's a comic book is not an easy process.
Sure.
It takes a while to finish. I mean, even when I finally got around, like I said, from 2017 to the planning stages, to start doing character designs and some visuals and figuring out even writing the script, took a bit of time. And now even drawing the comic book, I think I started, right at I think around sometime in March.
Yeah.
And it was about 2 months in the process of just doing about, 25, 26 pages, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely an exciting thing because this is
Sure.
our first book that we've really done together from beginning to end since we've been working together.
Yeah.
And so, as we're continually rolling new things out, I think this is going to be something that people will really enjoy and begin to really appreciate. That initial page that you did was very detailed, very
Yes.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It really sort of gave you a chance to sort of see what the world was like that you have. And then with each subsequent page, the drama keeps on dialing it up. It starts from something very simple and then suddenly takes itself to a situation that you wouldn't have expected before.
Sure. Well, the overall the story is treated as a venture.
Okay.
I kind of go, well, I've never really written something that's a venture type of story. And of course, even though it's set in a little town, adventure doesn't mean you have to go from places to places. It's really just kind of like people encountering the unknown and obstacles and conflicts and interesting that starts to kind of get bigger and bigger. So the idea was to kind of escalate something that happens in a very normal little town, but then, start, getting crazy and crazier, more unexpected stuff happening, and each act kind of builds upon the previous one to go bigger and bigger.
I feel like every page actually is pushing itself towards something unknown every time.
Sure.
And so you actually are always being pushed to turn the page and see what's happening.
Yes. Well,
the pacing is really great with it.
Well, it's designed to be kind of what we call a story-driven comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning the story propels everything.
Right.
Even the way the art is designed to do that. I would say probably each page has some new information, being given to the readers.
Right.
To either who the character is, or what's happening in the town, or even the background, maybe even some of the historical sense is being slowly kind of given to the audience piece by piece. Mm-hmm. And then at the same time, each last panel of the page is supposed to create some intrigue or suspense that makes you want to flip the page and see what happens next.
Mm-hmm. So tell us just about some of our main characters that are introduced in the first few pages of the book.
Sure. Well, the main character you introduce immediately is Matsushita Takeo,
right,
who is a young police officer that just graduated, police school, and he was transferred to this little town. He joined the police force, wanted kind of to get into some action and some excitement in life.
Right.
But then he's kind of dispatched to a little town where there's not much to do.
Sure.
So that's something you discover very quickly, that each one of these characters in the town, on the surface, seems like a normal person, but they all have kind of their own little worries and doubts about where they are in life.
So tell me about the other character in the book.
The other character is a little girl called Yamaoka Momoka.
Mm-hmm.
She is a shrine maiden of the local Shinto shrine. that's set up in the mountain that's near the town.
Yeah.
And we get to meet her very quickly in the story. Basically she represents sort of the traditional Japanese culture that is there. And then she also as a character that kind of talks a little bit about the history of the town, and gives some of the sort of like a way to help the readers maneuver a little bit and understand what's going on with the plot.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. So, what are some of our major motivations of the book?
Well, in the story, you also find out very quickly that despite living in this beautiful little temple, she has her own little worries, and then things that bothers her and all that kind of stuff. So, most of the characters in the book designed to be, when you see them on the surface, it's one way, but as you start going a little more into it, there's other aspects of them that starts to come out.
Right.
Same thing. Yeah. Same thing with the town and everything. So it's designed to as a reader, so it's adventure in that sense where you go into it, you explore more and more and more and more as you go along.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm really excited for people to take a look at this book. It's beautifully drawn. The story is very interesting and compelling. There's definitely a lot that's going on at each particular moment of the story, and it's continually pushing towards a very interesting conclusion. I think if people are interested in seeing more about it, they should definitely, help us out, promote the book, take a chance to read it, and then also, if they're interested, they can definitely go to our website and pay. So.
Oh yeah, I think people would really enjoy reading the book. Take a chance with it. I think you're like what we want to offer you in terms of stories and character and excitement that's coming up.
Absolutely. So definitely go to our website at brushpix.com and take the opportunity to just take a look. So we appreciate you guys.
Yep. See you guys next time.